Hey yo, and welcome to an update on what's going on in the Young Thug case. First of all, the medical emergency yesterday. The juror was held overnight in hospital and most of today, but apparently the information to the court is that she will be back on Monday. So, whatever medical emergency it was, it's been handled. And unless something happens in the next coming days, the trial will resume on Monday as planned. Today's hearing was about, of course, music videos, alleged statements, and I can summarize it in a few words. Weak, vague, ridiculous. But under the Georgia RICO Act, who allows weak, vague, and ridiculous evidence and testimony, it's mostly either allowed in, depending if the prosecution can lay the foundation on it, or referred forward by Judge Glanville, because he cannot make a ruling on the spot if his life depended on it. And usually that means that it will be allowed in with some weak BS argument from the prosecution. Other than that, defense found out that despite the prosecution having had Lil Wayne on their witness list for a very long time, not once have they contacted Lil Wayne about testifying, which tells me that them placing him on their witness list was purely bogus. They have never had any interest in calling Mr. Lil Wayne. And that was the one interesting thing today that might have been that is more or less, well, besides the juror being okay enough to come back on Monday, is that the notion I get from this is that if Lil Wayne is being called, he will probably refute everything the state alleges about the so-called quarrel between Young Thug and himself, which put me into question about the bus shooting incident in its entirety. Who actually, even though there's a person, Pee-wee, who admitted to it, took a plea deal, did time, I now put in question that entire investigation as completely bogus as well. They found a person who was probably involved. They offered him a plea deal. He was charged with a bunch of crimes, but if he only pled guilty to one or two of those, he would only spend a few years, maybe, or months. I don't know. I don't care. And he signed off because, well, we've seen the absolute horse shit that is the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. Both this administration currently under the Hussey, Fannie Willis, and the former, quite corrupt administration. So that's it. I wish I had more for you to consider, but thankfully the Juror seems to be okay. Other than that, the trial will continue on Monday. All right. Thank you for listening. I'll see you back on the Young Thug case on Monday, May 6th. And other than that, check out my other content and updates and case updates. All right. Thank you so much. Till next time. Bye-bye.